It's Shakebackk, and I just jumped out the porch with dirty glove bastards, you hear me?
They just talk about my story, know that they don't feel my pain. I was walking by my lonely, hella storms up in the rain. Since I moved up out of Cali, sweater shape.
Alright, we got Shakebackk jumping off the porch with us today. How you feeling, gang?
Shit, another day.
For sure, for sure. How it feel to finally be here?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing y'all online for a minute. So for me to finally be here, it's a little inspiration.
No,
motivation for my niggas too.
That's real. It's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us today, man.
Real shit.
So how does it feel to be in the city of Atlanta?
Shit, I wish I had my niggas with me, but
Yeah.
I'm by myself. I had to do what I had to do, you feel me?
You out here dolo?
I'm solo dolo.
Oh, for real, for real, for real. How would you compare Atlanta to other cities you might have been to, like Baltimore?
Shit, I ain't really seen too much of Atlanta for real, but as far as Baltimore, that's a tough city. That's a tough city growing up.
What make Baltimore tough?
The crimes, the hate, the envy that niggas be having coming up.
The Wire.
The Wire. You say that too, The Wire. You right about that.
No bullshit, no bullshit. So what part of Baltimore you came up in?
West Baltimore,
For sure.
Zone 29.
All right, what make that zone different from the rest of the areas of Baltimore?
It just separated from like the areas that you from. Like you might be from West Baltimore, but you might be from a different part of West Baltimore. Like it's different zones that people claim. So it's wherever you really jumped off the porch at, I'm gonna say it like that.
That's real. So how would you describe your childhood coming up?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I came up living with my grandmother for real. So it was cool. I went through little difficulties, you feel me? She ain't let me stay out late nights, tell me I gotta be in before the light poles. But I was always a hard-headed kid, so I was like, I know I ain't trying to come in, but I'm gonna give her respect, you feel me? But I know how I kind of seen how I was gonna turn out, like, from a young kid, you feel me? So it was a little tough, but jumping around family to family a little bit, but it stayed within the family, so.
Nah, real shit.
I ain't go too far, nothing like going into like.
The deep end.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you. At what point would you say you knew that the streets of Baltimore could get ugly?
Shit, probably when I started trapping. That's when I was out there. I used to ride bikes for real. And I kept riding bikes, but I wanted some money. I always wanted some money. I used to fix bikes, sell them or whatever. But I kept telling myself, like, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get some more money. So I just fell a victim of the environment that I was in. And I started seeing money being made, and I was like, I want that money. And that's how I was like, okay. And then as the streets went on, that's when I learned what the streets was like. So.
That's real. So at what point would you say you decided to take that full step and jump off the porch?
It was probably around the time I got into it with my mother's boyfriend. God rest his soul, you feel me? He was telling me, I got into it with my mother at first, and he was telling me, like, stop disrespecting your mother. And me not thinking, I just was taking all aggression as for what it was. My mom was being a little aggressive to me, but that was her just telling me what I needed to do, you feel me? But I took his aggression a little differently. So we got into it or whatever, exchanged words, got a little physical. But then from there, it was like, it was like one night I got into it and I was like, I'm gone. And I ran to my father. He picked me up one night. And ever since then, I don't know. It's like he kind of let me get a mind of my own. I'm not gonna say he ruined my life because I got a mind of my own, but like he gave me more of a you can do what you want type of thing.
That's real.
Yeah.
So when you went with your dad, you basically saying like you had less structure over there.
Less structure.
Yeah,
for
you
real.
was basically open field.
Yeah, so I could do what I want for real. So I started, like, I lived far for real. My house where I was going to school, that was 40 minutes away. So he was sometimes had his little excuses like, oh, I can't get y'all to school or whatever. But if I could tell him I'm sick, he'd go for it and let me stay home. So
yeah. Nah,
it was kind of easy. Once I seen that, I'm kind of sharp in the head. So I kind of like, I ain't gonna say I used and abused that authority, but I was okay. But even before that, I always had a mindset like I gotta finish school. But it was just the way like I seen how things was. I wanted to step up and be a man, and I felt like school was holding me up from being able to do that. So yeah,
that's real. At what point would you say you got the wake up call to know it's time to do something else with my life?
As far as like leaving where?
As far as leaving the streets behind, as far as getting in trouble in the streets, that
Okay.
was like you might have gotten into a situation, I'd have been like, you know what, this shit ain't it.
I got into a situation with somebody, you feel me? I ain't gonna speak on it too much, but the feds got involved. So I was like, right then and there, I drew the line. Like, I was like, at that point, I done did my own things. I got something else going on now. I was like, I gotta stop. But they tell you gotta change people, place, and things, you feel me? So I was like, I'm trying to change places, like, but I wasn't changing the state I was in. I could still drive wherever I wanted to go. So that's what made me move to the West Coast. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just place myself somewhere else where I know I ain't got no choice but to change my life.
Real shit.
Yeah.
What about California made that be the new destination for you?
My mother and them was always living there, or not always. We all from Baltimore, but they was living there for a point in time. I think like 8 years or so. But I was telling myself like, I ain't want to move here. I was stuck in that hood environment. Like I was like, I don't want that new life. We all want a new life, but I just ain't want to change at that point in time. So after a while, I was like, you know what, it's time for me to go. I got all this stuff going on, still going on, you feel me? I'm like, then it started getting boring in my city. It's not too much like going on except for just crime. That's all it is. Ain't nothing else going on. 24/7.
How hard of the transition would you say it was for you?
For me, it wasn't hard. It was more so like okay, you want to change your life, you do that, okay, you're here now. If anything, I missed my friends at first, but I started to see who was my real ones now that I live here, because I lost a lot of homeboys though I thought was my homeboys since I was moving here. So I didn't even tell nobody I was moving to Cali. I just made it for what it was. I was like, I'm gonna just go. They called me every day. They was like, where you at, where you at? Whole time I drove to California from Baltimore. I had the little Infinity. I was like, one day I got bored one night. I was like, I'm gonna make this the day that I leave. So I straight drove. And when I got there, everybody was calling me because it take like a couple of days, it take a day and a half to get to Cali. But I was like, I can't drive the whole way by myself. So I was going to sleep periods of time or whatever, go to a hotel. Long story short, they calling me. They're like, where you at? I'm like, I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm gonna see y'all later. But I just ain't want to tell nobody until I got there. Made sure I really got there, because that's how I do things. So once I got there, I was like, yeah, I'm here. So I ain't even tell nobody that I was living there. They all thought I was on vacation, because this was 3 days before my birthday. So they're like, okay, he going back to Cali for his birthday. He done did this 3 years in a row. He going back there, he coming back home. They like, oh, you dragging, you ain't telling me you was going out there. But they was like, you took the car out there? When they see my Infinity, they like, there's no way this nigga out there. Like, he really drove out there, because how else he get the car out there? He usually fly. So now they on the tip like, okay. So I had this EP I dropped called A Better Life. I ain't dropped it till my birthday, September 21st. So when I dropped it, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna see who listen to my music. Either you listen to it or you don't. So I stayed there in Cali for like another week or two. But when I dropped that EP, everybody was like, damn, you ain't telling me you was moving, because that's what I emphasize in certain songs. Like, yeah, I'm gone, you feel me? So that's how I let the message out that I moved to Cali through my music.
That's hard.
Yeah. So a lot of people wasn't feeling that though. They was like, damn, you ain't tell us. But I'm like, shit, I gotta do what I gotta do. It ain't like I'm leaving nobody behind. It's just, I'm trying to make a better step, you feel me, for us. And I lost a lot of people in the process of that, you feel me? But I guess that's what come with the game.
Real shit.
So
What would you say initially drew you in about music? What made you want to pursue music as a career?
I used to be around niggas, and it's crazy because I used to be around niggas in the city. And they used to do their little banging on the table shit. I don't know how to do that. I still don't know how to do it. But I used to hear them doing that. I'm like, damn, that shit cool for real. And I started liking it. I'm like, if they could do it, I could do it. We all human, come on now. So it's like, I know I had a story to tell, but I never like telling nobody the things that I've been through. Like, so I felt like the music was a way for me to vent. So once I learned that, learned how to catch on beats, that's when I was like, oh yeah, this gonna be my thing. And then I've been through a lot, you feel me? So it's like, I got a story to tell.
Right. How important was it for you to finally tell that story? Not even just to the people that you know, your peers and your family, but people who you might help that might relate to the shit you saying on the records.
And I get some people that hit my DM, they say that like, damn, like, people gonna relate to what you got to say. You feel me? But it's just people that have been through what you've been through. And a lot of people ain't been through what I've been through. Like, we all struggle in different ways. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I didn't struggle in certain ways that others may have not. Like, I didn't slept in my car. I had to buy cars just so I could have somewhere to sleep and not be in the streets or something. Like, I done slept in laundry mats. I done been through some shit, sleeping on my homeboys' couches. Their parents don't really want me there, but the homeboy, he vouching for me for real, so.
How hard was it dealing with all that, going through all that shit though? Because a lot of people don't understand the trauma that come with that.
It come with a lot. You just gotta keep going. That's all I'm gonna say. You got to keep going. Because the shit I've been through, I never thought I'd be where I'm at. I ain't gonna say I'm at the top, but I ain't gonna say I'm at the bottom, you feel me? I've been way further down, so it's just progression, you feel me? And then my mother, she inspiration. She came from Baltimore to Cali, and she doing her own thing. She do comedy. So she my inspiration, like, okay, this somebody in my immediate family that's doing her thing. Damn near made it, you feel me? Going on tours, they paying for stuff or whatever. She doing what she gotta do, so she my motivation, so.
That's real. What do you want listeners to take from your music?
Shit, just know, don't ever give up, cause like shit, I've been at the bottom, so if you ever feel like you've been at the bottom or a girl hurt you or anybody ever left you hanging, just keep going, because I've been crossed by a lot of people, family, friends, females. I got a song that I'm about to drop, or a video too, and that's why I said, like, I've been crossed by family, friends, and females. So it's like, just don't ever give up on whatever you're going through.
Real spill.
Real talk.
Real spill.
We all go through stuff, but you gotta keep pushing.
You got to. How hard was it to leave Baltimore initially?
It wasn't that hard, because it was like, my city's small, so it's like, it ain't really too much going on. You got east, downtown, and then west. If it's not that, you hanging in one of the counties or something. So it's like, don't nobody really hang in the county unless you just chilling. That's like land back. You might got a girl out there or something. Otherwise, don't nobody really be in the county. The city where everything going at, the dirt bikes, the action, everything going on. You feel me? But females, all that. But it wasn't really hard for me to leave Baltimore, because it was like, I wanted a better life for myself. A lot of people say they want that, but they won't make that step. A lot of people got the money to do that, but won't make that step. So it's like, you can keep saving and saving, but what's your quota? Me, I had a quota in the streets, so it's like, I never was thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna be here forever. We all say I ain't gonna be here forever, but I had a quota that was like, okay, every time I meet it, I got another quota to do something else. I started off in the streets, but I took that to selling cars. Then everybody was like, oh, he's switching his cars up. It wasn't that, I'm just switching my hustles up. That's more so like, you feel me? Same way you still in the streets doing hand to hand, I'm selling the cars hand to hand. So it wasn't hard to switch up. It was more so like, I wanted to change for myself.
Real shit.
Cali, it brought it out me a little bit. I didn't travel places that I ain't never been. Baltimore, I stayed in Baltimore my whole life. Never left. I went with my family to Puerto Rico or whatever, little family trips and stuff, but I never left on my own. Like now I've been doing things on my own, so it just, I've been like focused by myself.
Real spill. When can we expect a full-length project?
I'm trying to drop. I need to drop an album. My mans keep telling me I need to drop an album. I'm trying to figure out how to put it together. I got a couple songs I ain't dropped yet, but I've been dropping so many singles, that's where I need to backtrack and just hold back on them and give them what they really want, a whole album, a mixtape, or whatever they looking for, so.
How would you explain your creative process to somebody that's on the outside looking in?
I started off making songs in the car. I used to just rap, I called it Freestyle Fridays, but I kept seeing the comments, like I had an Instagram page, it got deleted. You know how Instagram get down, they delete everybody's page. So I had to get a new Instagram. But my old Instagram, everybody was commenting like, you gotta go in the studio, you gotta go in the studio. So they was my motivation, but as far as like how I do it, it was more so like, I just sat in the car, turn a beat on and see how I feel about it. If I feel like I'm getting a vibe, some beats I can't vibe to. So like I can go in the studio, my niggas, they might can freestyle or whatever. Me, I gotta really feel for that beat. they might could just hop on anything. It might could be a good beat, a trash beat, they gonna burn it. Me personally, I need something that I'm really gonna rock to so I can speak what I wanna say on it. So, but that's about it for real.
No, I feel that. What is the most important thing you want from your rap career?
Shit, I just want success with my family. That's all I want out of this. I don't even really care about the money. If I get the money already, so it's like, if I could just get something that's worth it, I'm gonna get that shit to my family, bro. That's me personally. I don't care about the jewelry, the chains, none of that. I got the design. I don't even wear it. I wear Under Armour and Nike every day. I let people think what they want off an image, you feel me? Even when I talk to females, they might see I ain't got the best outfit on. I got it put up. I got the car put up. I just let them see what they see. They see what type of image, like how they carry me. If you like me for what you see, now you can see what I got on the back end, you feel me? So I carry it like that for real.
That's real. What are you working on besides music when you're not working on the studio and shit like that?
I sell dogs, so I just bought 2 dogs for real. They're American bullies, well, exotic, let me correct that. They're exotic bullies. So they little small, little micros and nanos. One named Louis, one named Chanel. I bought Louis first. Louis, I had got him from a nigga I met in Vegas for real. It's my man. Long story short, I found him on Instagram or whatever. Sent him a deposit, went to Vegas to get him when he was old enough. And then we still doing business to this day. So, and then Chanel, I was like, I gotta get a girl, because I'm like, what I'm gonna do with just a boy? I'm like, if I really wanna start this and get head first in the game, might as well just get another dog. So I got a girl dog that's named the Chanel, because they call them designer dogs. So I'm like, okay, if they designer dogs, I'm gonna give them designer names. His name Louis, her name Chanel. So that's how I got the dogs. So I'm waiting for that time to pass, but other than that, I'll be chilling doing me.
That's real. How California treating you?
It's cool. It's not what I wanted it to be, but it's cool for the time being. I like it. I did my little tourist type of thing, and now I just be chilling in Atlanta and Cali. Like,
That's real.
It ain't more so I wanna go here, I wanna go there, I wanna go there. I just be chilling now.
For sure.
Focus on what I gotta do.
Would you say it's hard to make it out of Baltimore?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie to you, that'll never make it out of Baltimore. They say they will, but it's easy to say. You gotta do it, you feel me? Like, working a job and not saving your money, going to hookah lounges, going to parties and everything, going to every out-of-town event that they have. Like, it's not worth it, you feel me? People say they doing what they gotta do, but nobody talk about their losses. I take losses, you feel me? But we all know don't nobody speak on them, so saying you gonna make it out of Baltimore is something it's easy to say. Everybody ain't gonna make it out of Baltimore.
It's something you gotta do for real.
Yeah, you really gotta do it, because it's like people dying every day. Like, you could say, oh, I'm gonna set a quota, I'm gonna leave next month. Okay, but you might die tomorrow, bro. Like, you can't set a quota for that far. Like, me, I ain't tell nobody, I just, boom, and did it. That's how you do it. So, ain't no setting no quota on when you gonna leave, just do it. You gotta push the limit. You gotta push yourself to what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do out here, you feel me?
For sure.
Ain't no talking about it. Do what you gotta do out here.
For sure. What's the biggest change you'll give back to the city?
I ain't gonna lie. Go get my niggas, that's it. The ones who still around me, that's the only thing I do. City of Baltimore, I ain't got nothing left for it, champ. They ain't show me too much respect in the streets, or not in the streets, but like, ain't too many people like outside in Baltimore. They ain't show me too much love, so I ain't really got too much love for the city.
No.
I fuck with them, I'm from there, yeah. I got my niggas that I fuck with, but the city in general, I wouldn't change shit about it. Let them kill all themselves. Fuck it.
Nah, I feel that.
It's all it be is envy, bro. It don't even be like no real beef out there, bro. It be more so people just be envying. You doing good, he doing bad. It might be a day that you just making more money than a nigga. A nigga gonna hate that. Now he gonna take out that anger that he got because he ain't make no money. He might was ready to take a girl out today, but now he know he can't because he ain't make no money today. So now he getting mad at you because he ain't make no money. Like, that's the secret envy that niggas be having. Like, it just be secret envy that you be like, damn, that's not how you felt today, that's how you been felt. But it took for a day for you to get broke or a day for you to really get fucked up to be like, you know what, fuck this nigga. Yeah, that's not real. And niggas talk that loyalty shit like, everybody ain't loyal, bro. Not in my city. We got the home of the crabs, you hear me? Maryland crabs, that's what it is. Home of the crabs. Everybody crab ass nigga.
Nah, I feel that. We gonna make that change though.
Yeah.
Real shit.
That's why I switched cities. Ain't got no choice. And I ain't gonna say LA the best city to switch to, but it was a change for me outside of my city. It opened more doors for me, so.
Better opportunity.
Yeah.
Real shit. Any last words and shout outs?
Shit. Shout out DGB, you feel me? Came here, got my shine on, you hear me? Another day, out here in Atlanta, we gonna see what's going on tonight out here. But y'all know, right up now, I keep telling y'all sleeping on me. I know how it is. Sleep now, cry later, you hear me? Right up now, man.
They just talk about my story, note it down, feel my pain. I was walking by my lonely, hella storms up in the rain. Since I moved up out of Cali, swear the shit ain't been the same. A lot of niggas left my side.